Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers, and dear students, welcome. In this class, we are going to see five couplets under the chapter 31, having the head Not Getting Anchored. Five couplets, beautiful couplets. They, I mean, portray the importance of not getting anchored. Incorrect. Comments and explanations with the new dimension. Five couplets from 301 to 305. Line 122. Dated 13/8/24. Virtue. Chapter 31. Aesthetic virtue. Not getting anger. Couplet 301. Restraining wrath and a weaker one is must. Restraining or not wrath and a stronger one is waste. Again, restraining wrath and a weaker one is must. Restraining or not wrath and a stronger one is waste. What is the message of this couplet? That is restraining anger, that is controlling anger on a weaker man is must. Controlling or not controlling anger on a stronger man is waste. What is the easiest way of conveying the message? That is, if we get anger on a weaker man, it would affect him, it would harm him. It is not virtue. So, getting anger and a weaker man is not good. That is, getting anger and weaker people should be avoided. Then, restraining or not anger on stronger one is waste. That is, if we get anger towards a more powerful man, it would be having no effect. It is because if we get anger and a more powerful man, he may harm us. So, getting or not getting anger and a more powerful man is mere waste. But not getting anger on a weaker man is must. That is virtue. In short, as getting anger on a more powerful man would not produce any effect. Getting not getting anger on poor man, that is on not getting anger on a weaker man is virtue. Explanation. Controlling anger towards a weaker person would bring distinction. Either controlling or not controlling anger towards a mightier one would not yield any outcome. That is, as either restraining anger towards a mightier one, not. won't yield any result. Restraining anger towards a weaker person is must. Then quote it. It is the face of the couplet. Restraining anger towards weaker people is virtue. Go. Expressing anger towards weaker people is not virtue. Content restraining anger towards weaker people is virtue. Expressing anger towards weaker people is not virtue. Again, couplet. Restraining wrath on a weaker one is must. Restraining or not wrath on a stronger one is waste. That is, we should control anger towards weaker people. It is virtue. Regarding a stronger one, a stronger man, getting anger or not, would be producing no result at all. So we should control ourselves from getting anger on people who are weaker than us. That is the message. That is, we should control our anger towards people who are weaker than us. In couplet 302, getting wrath where it had have no effect would bring evil. Getting wrath where it had have effect would bring more evil. Again, getting wrath where it had have no effect would bring evil. Getting wrath where it had have effect would bring more evil. So, what is the message? It is getting anger on a more powerful man is a sin, is an evil. Because if you get anger towards more powerful person, he may harm us. So getting anger towards a more powerful man is a sin. Okay. But getting anger on a less powerful person is worse than that, because getting anger on a less powerful person may harm his mentally, may hurt him mentally. It is not virtue. So getting anger on a weaker person is not good. Like that, getting anger on a more powerful person is also is not wisdom. In short, getting anger on a more powerful man is not good, and getting anger on a less powerful person is worse than that. Getting anger on a more powerful man is bad, but getting anger on a less powerful man is worse than that. That is bad. Getting anger on a powerful man is bad, but getting anger on a weaker person is worse than that. Explanation. Having anger towards a more powerful person would invite instant punishment. But having anger towards a lesser powerful person would bring stronger evil. It is having anger both on a more powerful person and a less one would invite sin and disgrace. This is important. That is having anger both on a more powerful person and a lesser one would invite sin and disgrace. Then continue. That is face, the face of the couplet. Anger would damage the image of greatness. Anger would damage the image of greatness. This is the face. The core, never enjoying anger is virtue. Never enjoying virtue is great. Never enjoying anger is virtue. Okay, again, getting wrath where it would have no effect would bring evil. Getting wrath where it would have effect would bring more evil. That is, getting anger on a more powerful man is bad, but getting anger on a lesser powerful man is worse. That is worse than that. Getting anger on a weaker person is worse than getting anger on a stronger person. Then couplet 303. Wicked wrath towards all. Getting wrath would bring only evil. Wicked wrath towards all. Getting wrath would bring only evil. What is the message? That is, we should avoid getting anger on anybody else. We should avoid getting anger at anybody else. Why? Because getting anger anybody else would bring us harm. Getting anger on anybody else would invite only evil and disgrace. Again, forget wrath towards all. Getting wrath would bring only evil. As getting anger on others might bring evil, we should avoid getting anger on anyone else. Explanation: not entertaining anger towards all kinds of persons would bring benefit from all sides. Not entertaining anger towards all kinds of persons would bring benefit from all sides. Whereas entertaining anger would invite only evil from all angles. That is, as anger attracts evil effect from all the four sides, ruining anger would bring greatness. As anger attracts evil from all the four sides, ruining anger would bring greatness. That is, avoiding anger would bring greatness. Then continue. There is the face of the couplet. Ruining anger would brighten the greatness. Ruining anger would brighten greatness. Go. Enjoying anger would darken greatness. This is the phrase is ruining greatness. Ruining anger would brighten greatness. Enjoying anger would darken greatness. That's all. Again, forget wrath towards all. Getting wrath would bring only evil. As getting anger on others would bring only evil and disgrace. We should avoid getting anger on anyone else. As evil, as getting anger on anybody else would bring us only evil and disgrace. We should avoid getting angers on anyone else. Then couplet 304. Wrath would ruin the smile of the face and joy of the heart. Could there be any other foe worse than it? Wrath would ruin the smile of the face and joy of the heart. Could there be any other foe worse than it? Yes, let's see. That is, anger would spoil the smile of the face and the delight of the heart. Anger is so powerful that it would spoil the smile of the face and the delight of the heart mind. Then also, Oliver put the question, puts the question, is there any evil, is there any foe worse than anger? Is there any foe worse than anger? No, there is no anger worse than, there is no foe worse than anger. Is it? Rati, wrath would ruin the smile of the face and joy of the heart. Could there be any other force worse than it? That is, as anger spoils the smile of the face and the delight of the heart, there is no foe worse than anger. This is the message. That is, as anger would spoil the smile of the face and the delight of the mind, there is no foe worse than anger. This is the message. Explanation. Anger could ruin the smile of the face and the joy of the heart. Could there be any other enemy other than anger? Could there be any other enemy other than anger? That is, anger is the worst enemy of smile and delight. Anger is the worst enemy of smile and delight. There is no foe worse than anger. Anger is the worst enemy of smile and delight. There is no foe worse than anger. Content. Content. Anger is the worst enemy of smile and delight. There is no foe worse than anger. This is the content. So, what is the core? Ruining anger would earn respectable greatness. Ruining anger would earn respectable greatness. Again, the couplet. Wrath would ruin the smile of the face and joy of the heart. Could there be any other foe worse than it? It is, as anger would spoil the smile of the face and the delight of the mind. There is no foe worse than anger. Couplet 305. To God thyself, control thy wrath. If not, you'd be ruined by thy wrath. To God thyself, control thy wrath. If not, you'd be ruined by thy wrath. What is the message? That is, if we want to guard ourselves from harm and evil and disgrace, if we want to guard ourselves from evil and harm, we should control anger. If we want to, I mean, if we want to protect ourselves from evil and harm, we should control our anger. If not, our anger itself would destroy us. This again, if we want to protect ourselves from harm and evil, we should control anger. If not, that is, if we fail to control our anger itself would destroy us. If a man wants to protect himself from all kinds of evils and disgrace and lead a dignified life, he must overcome his anger. If he didn't overcome his anger, it would ruin him. That is, those who want to lead a harmless life should overcome their anger. Content, he who enjoys anger would be disgraced by the world. For he who overcomes anger would be glorified by the world. That's all. It is. Again, to guard thyself, control thy wrath. If not, you'd be ruined by the wrath. If if we want to protect ourselves from evil and harm and disgrace, we should control our anger. If not, our anger itself would destroy us. We respected elders, educationists, and teachers and their students. Thus, we have seen the five couplets, beautiful couplets, which narrates the evil effects of anger. In no way anger would help us. Even in the smallest degree, anger is so powerful to spoil our image. It would damage. Anger would damage us. So, getting, restraining us from getting anger is wisdom. Getting, let's say, becoming a prey to anger is ignorance. My dear teachers and students, as a, I mean, as a, as a boy of the family, if you get anger frequently, then you would be separated from other members of your family. If you are a friend, your anger would separate you from your other friends. If you are a worker, your anger would isolate you from other workers. If it is a family, if your wife or husband, if your husband gets anger, then it would divide the harmony of husband and wife. If your husband gets anger frequently, then it would divide, it would harm the harmony of the family. Similarly, see, if you are your father, if you get anger frequently,